Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess, so let's get into it, you guys. And what's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. What's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday on this rainy Thursday out my way, and I plan on doing the same. So, with that being said, let me let you guys know what's up. Now, as you guys already know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta is returning on May the 7th, which means that whether you like it or not, season 5 Atlanta edition panel will be returning on the very next day on May the 8th. So make sure you guys are tuning in. Make sure you guys are ready because we are coming back with a vengeance. Okay. So make sure you guys are tuned in for the whether you like it or not season 5 Atlanta edition panel returning on May the 8th. And it will start off right here on Scotty by Nature's platform. Also, later on tonight, be on the lookout for the Chase and Dallas panel, which stars Scotty by Nature TV, Jamar 84, giving you the real tea, Tremel, Carl J. Star, as well as Jeremy Speaks TV. Make sure you guys are willing and waiting because I expect a great show tonight. So make sure you guys are tuning in for the mess, okay? So with that being said, you guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first thing that we're here to talk about is Miss Shanquella Robinson. Now, as you guys already know, that we spoke about her death. We covered her death at the very beginning when everything first happened. And for the last couple of months, we have been wondering and we are still trying to figure out what is really going on. Is anybody going to be charged? Is anybody going to be, arrested? All of that stuff, because we really don't know anything else about it. And ever since then, now we're in the month of April, and we've been talking about this since the month of November. And now we're coming up with the fact that the feds won't bring any charges over her death in Mexico. The Robinson family had written a letter to President Biden calling for justice after a video had been shown of her being beaten prior to her death in Mexico last year. So we're going to go ahead and get into the mess. Now, it says that federal prosecutors won't pursue charges against anyone over the death of American tourist Shanquella Robinson in Mexico of last year. U.S. officials announced this on yesterday. Now, Shanquella Robinson, the 25-year-old hair braider from North Carolina, was found DEAD in her hotel room while on vacation with her friends in San Jose, Cabo, okay, on October the 29th. Now, the Robinson family was initially told by friends that she had passed away from alcohol poisoning, according to attorneys, but a death certificate later listed the causes as severe spinal injury as well as atlas luxation, a form of severe neck injury. Now, after a video emerged on the internet in November showing Robinson being beaten while in a hotel room, Mexican authorities had said that they were investigating her part as an act of direct aggression from one of her traveling companions. Last month, the Robinson family's attorneys sent a letter to U.S. President Joe Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken, demanding that either federal prosecutors pursue charges in her death or that her alleged offers be extradited to Mexico. Okay, now the family named one of Robinson's companions as the suspected perpetrator and said the Mexican authorities had issued a warning after that woman's arrest. Now, FBI agents and Department of Justice prosecutors investigated Robinson's death, but the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of North Carolina said on Wednesday that they could not prove that any federal crime had been committed. Now, based on the results of the autopsy and after careful deliberation and review of the investigative materials, both by U.S. Attorney's offices, federal prosecutors informed Ms. Robinson's family today that the available evidence does not support a federal prosecution. Prosecutors said in a statement. Noting the public concern around the case, an official said that they reached their determination after experiencing federal agents and seasoned prosecutors extensively reviewed the available evidence. Now, the prosecutors met with Robinson's family on Wednesday morning to inform them of their decision. As in any case, the government is prepared to review and examine new information related to the investigation should it become available, officials said. It was not immediately clear whether the prosecutor's decision would affect any extradition efforts. We're disappointed, but we're not deterred, Robinson family attorney Sue Ann Robinson told reporters at a press conference on yesterday afternoon. According to the lawyer, the autopsy conducted that in the U.S. did not discover any spinal cord injuries, in contrast to the results of the Mexican autopsy. She criticized what she described as a delay in the U.S. investigation, which she suggested could have impacted the findings. She said that the Robinson family will continue to demand a high level of diplomatic intervention in the case. The U.S. citizens cannot go to Mexico, commit a crime that we all saw on the video, and then come back to America and say that we're on base, we're safe, we're not going to be charged with the crime, the attorney said. That cannot be the message that the U.S. authorities want to send. There's no reason why a Black woman should go on vacation with her friends and be returned to her family in a box and nothing be done for 5 months, she said. In a statement, civil rights attorney Ben Crump said that the DOJ decision is discouraging and they believe that justice is still possible for her death via prosecutors in Mexico. All right, so that was pretty much the story that's going around about, Shanquella Robinson and her death. And I must say that this is very disappointing. And I think that it's really effed up that she's not going to get any justice at all. So if the people on that was on the trip with her are not going to be prosecuted, then who will be? Because somebody did that to her, and it's somebody that was on her team, somebody that she thought was on her team, somebody that was supposedly a friend of hers, that they did that to her. And I don't see how anybody can sit up here and think that that's okay, that they're going to get away with that. That's not okay at all. So I just feel like at this particular point, some needs to be done about it. And, the family um, needs a peace of mind, because what's going on right now is not no peace of mind. Like they daughter went on a vacation with about 5 or 6 other people, and she's the only one that comes back unalive. That is some effed up. That's an effed up way to live, and that's an effed up way to pass on. Being on a vacation with a couple of people that you thought were your friends, and then you come back home in a box. Like, that don't make no sense to me. And the fact that nothing had been done about it for so long is really ridiculous to me. And I was wondering why we wasn't getting no information about it, because I actively was covering this case the entire time. Like, I know that I was covering it. I know that Jamie, that's me, my good friend, was covering it. I know that Sean Davies Wade was covering it. And I love his coverage of this story as well as Jamie's. I think these two did the best job at covering the story. So I just feel like at the end of the day, oh my God, at the end of the day, when it all boils down to it, people was basically, when it all boils down to it, we all wanted to get an answer. And a lot of us were invested in the case. And we all wanted to know what was really the tea with the situation, what was really going down with it. Like, we really want to know that, because at the end of the day, like, this is somebody's life. And this is something that, somebody went on a trip with their friends and they come back on the line. That's a bit much. And I think that it's very disappointing for the family, because they don't get any justice. And it's been 5 months since their daughter has been offed, and no one is going to be, no one is going to be prosecuted because it's not enough evidence. But you got a whole video of somebody assaulting her, before she even passed on. So it's kind of like something had to happen, because they said one thing happened to her, but then another thing happened to her. So we're really trying to figure this out, but I don't know if we're ever really going to know the answer. But this does not need to go down as a cold case. It does not. Something needs to be done about it, and they need to continue on, because somebody got to be prosecuted, because somebody did it. But if if the people that they think did it didn't do it, then who actually did it? You know what I'm saying? Somebody did something, and it's not cool and it's not right. Feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much all that I got on the Shanquella Robinson case. Like, I really hope that the family are able to get justice the way that they should. You know what I mean? So shout out to the Robinson family. You all are in my prayers. The next thing that we're on is Lil Baby. Now, it was talked about a while ago that Lil Baby was set to headline the Pride event or whatnot. And all of a sudden it was said that he wouldn't be performing at the Pride event due to unknown reasons. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to remove this overlay, and we're going to go ahead and get into the story. So this is what it is. So the story reads, okay? It says, unfortunately, we have yet to come to a conclusion as to what exactly transpired yesterday with the booking of Lil Baby. However, we are not going to let that stop our show because at the end of the day, we had already sold hundreds of passes and we still sell the entire stock before Memorial weekend. Hopefully, we'll be able to rectify the situation promptly, or we will do our best to find an alternative solution. If not, the parties will still go on. FYI, after the remaining passes are sold, you did not get to purchase one. You will have the option to pay regular admission each night at the door. In addition, we have decided to give independent artists a spotlight where we will open up the stage on Saturday night for one hell of a show where artists will be able to showcase their talent. This particular event will be titled the Showchella, I'm sorry, block party at Ivy City Smokehouse, and the contestants will battle for $1,000 in cash. The crowd will be the judge. Pride is about coming together and having fun, and we would do that. We would do just that. Okay, so that what was said about him. Now, I'm pretty sure that a lot of people thought that this was something about him being a homophobe or whatever, but I don't really think that that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? Um, Hold on, you guys. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, because I hate when people be trying to call me when I'm recording. Like it's so annoying. And but anyway, um, yeah. So that was the end. Now we get new information that he was never booked to perform at DC Pride. He never knew none of this, never knew anything about this event, and none of his team or agents were ever in contact with the Pride in the district. Now, this is what the neighborhood talk had to say now. Neighbor's Little Baby will not be performing at DC Pride and was never in talks or negotiations to do so. His rep reached out to us and said he never knew of this event and none of his team or agents were ever in contact with the Pride in the district. A scammer must have posed a rep of his, and Lil Baby never pulled out of anything with this as he was never booked or contacted in the first place. Also, we want to know that Lil Baby has nothing against the LGBT community. Okay. So that was pretty much the gist of that. So I guess they wanted to just clarify this situation because we already know how this was going to look. It was going to look like, Lil Baby got a problem with the gay community, and that's why he did not want to perform at Pride, because you don't really get to see a lot of straight guys perform at Pride. There's only a few straight guys that I know for a fact that will openly, perform at Pride, and that's artists like Tank. He don't mind going to Pride and performing and taking his shirt off because he know the drill. Most of the people that listen to him are women and gay men, okay? And I wish that a lot of artists will understand that a lot of their fan base does, feature a lot of the LGBT community. So y'all don't miss no check because you want to be homophobes. But yeah, I don't think that Lil Baby is a homophobe. I just think that there was a lot of miscommunication with that situation, and I don't think that he was ever booked. But then again, they just said that he was never booked, so it's not what I think. It's about what was said and what was put out there. He was never booked. So yeah, that's pretty much just that situation. So yes, Lil Baby will not be performing at DC Pride, and it's not because he's a homophobe. It's because of the fact that he was never booked to do that, and it was because he never knew nothing about that. So that's pretty much the gist of it. Yeah. So, I don't know a lot of Lil Baby's music, but I do like that song that he got called, what is it? On me. I like that song. Like that's one song that I do like by him. But other than that, I'm glad to know that he's not that. He's not, a no homo type of nigga. I like that. But it is what it is. So shout out to Lil Baby and his people for basically clarifying what really went down with this situation. I'm glad y'all clarified that. Now, next up is Miss Megan Thee Stallion and Carl Crawford. Okay, now y'all know they've been fighting in the blogs for quite some time now. And now there's some more information that is coming out about Miss Megan Thee Stallion and Carl Crawford, because Megan is back on the prowl, honey. After everything that she done went through with this court case and this situation with 1501, it's a lot going on right now. But there's more information going along. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. We're gonna get into Megan and Carl Crawford real fast. Okay. So this is what's being said. Now, Megan Thee Stallion claims that Carl Crawford and 1501 are withholding their coins so they don't have to pay her what she's owed. Says their account only has $10,000 in it, but she has made them millions. That's what the title says now. Now, neighbors, let's get into this. Now, the battle between Megan Thee Stallion and her label 1501 is far from over. Now, Megan has now filed a motion to get a third party involved to figure out 1501's financial status. According to the motion obtained by TMZ, Megan is claiming that 1501 is withholding how much they really earn so they can start paying her back the money they allegedly owe her. Meg and her legal team believe that Carl is sitting on millions of dollars that Meg has earned for the label, but they're lying to the courts about only having $10,000 in their business account. Megan claims that Crawford, Jay Prince, and G. Roberson are all involved in running the label and are the only ones that's getting paid. Okay. So Meg is requesting the judges to grant a third party to step in and take over the finances so they can get to the bottom of where the money is located. Okay. So that's pretty much the gist of this situation. Megan want her money. And that's just really what it is. Megan want her money, so give Megan her money, okay? Because 1500, what is it, 1501, whatever the hell their name is, they ain't been making no money like that. The only type of money they was making was the money that Megan was making them, because they ain't got no money like that, and she was the only one that was making them money. She's the one winning the Grammys and the AMAs and every damn thing else. So she was the one making the money. So why is it that if she made y'all all this money, why y'all only got $10,000 in y'all bank account? Because she made y'all a lot of money. So y'all need to just come up off that money and keep it pushing. Focus on making Erica Banks a real female rapper and not some social media person that want to be seen all the damn time. Focus on that. And give Megan back her money so she can go on about the business, because we ready for a new Megan album, because Traumazine was my shit and still is my shit. Like, that's one of the best female hip hop albums I heard in a while. I love that album. And I don't, and I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't always love her albums. It's always like, like with Good News. It was like a few songs that I liked, but it wasn't like a album that I loved, but Traumazine, I love that album. Like, I could listen to that any time of the day, any time of the week, any time of the month, any time of the year. Okay. But yes, Carl, give that lady back her money. Let my people go. Give her back her money so she can go back to making music. Y'all need to go on and give her back her change. Y'all been doing everything y'all possibly can to get her off this, to keep her on this label, because y'all know that she's the money maker. Because you know that Erica Banks ain't gonna do nothing for y'all. Now, apparently, Erica Banks on Love and Hip Hop, child. A platform that nobody cares about now. Carl, give her back her money. After all that apologizing you just did in the blogs not too long ago, give her back her money. Really apologize and really give her back her damn money. Because that's what you need to be doing. Give her back her money. All that money that she made y'all. Give her a change back. Give it back. Shit, y'all done took enough out of her. Don't give her back her money. But anyway, we're about to go ahead and move on to the very next topic, and that is Miss Monique, Miss Comedian Monique, okay? Now, she's also about to file a lawsuit, honey. Everybody filing lawsuits. Everybody trying to get their coin, okay? And I'm not really mad at nobody trying to get their coin, like, at all, okay? So where is the article at? Because it's somewhere. I know I saw it on it. Okay, there you go. So Monique is suing CBS, Paramount, over the Parkers' royalties and accused them of not paying talent and retaining millions. Okay. Retaining millions. That's what Monique said. She said they not paying us, they not paying the money, and they're keeping the millions of dollars. Okay. Now, this is what was said now. Neighbors, if it's one thing y'all know Monique doesn't play about, it's about her coin. Now, according to multiple reports, Monique sued Paramount and CBS on Wednesday, seeking what she says are unpaid royalties from her sitcom, The Parkers. Now, the lawsuit was filed in Los Angeles Superior Court and states that the defendants are artificially depressed the show's profitability to retain millions that will otherwise be contractually due to Monique's production company. It goes on to say, while the series has been proven to be a major financial success for its producers and distributors, the series talent have not been permitted to share in the fruits of that success. The suit was filed by Hicks Media, the production company that Monique owns with her husband and business partner, Sydney Hicks. Monique took to her own Instagram and stated, Actors rely on Actors rely on the good faith of Hollywood companies to honor their not precipitation, participation agreements. The Parkers was a huge success and continues to be a source of revenue through syndication and streaming channels. To further make my point, the executive producers of the Parkers took legal action for the same concerns that I have, and they've already settled. Unfortunately, all too often the talent gets kept in the dark. We're looking forward to shedding light on the subject. Okay? Period. So I want to see what everybody in the neighborhood talk had to say. Let's look at the comments, okay? Funky Dineva says, pay them people. Mr. Jerome Trammell says, so many actors deal with this from hit TV shows, especially back then. I hope this sets a precedent and everyone should follow suit. You got to respect her. So many women in history have tried to do what she's doing to speak up and fight for what's right. And Ashley Miller, our very own, says, nah, get them their money ASAP. And really, I agree with everybody. Give that lady her money. You know, there's a lot of things that Monique has done and said and every damn thing else that I don't necessarily agree with all the time. But give that lady her money. Like the Parkers was a phenomenon in a sense. You know, it was. And I definitely feel like at the end of it all, y'all need to give the talent and the people that had something to do with the show their money. Like, give it to them. Like, give them what they're owed. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like, give them the money, because people are still watching the Parkers in syndication. We're still watching it through streaming services. Like, we're still definitely watching the show, and we still care about the show. So my thing about the situation is, give her money. Give her what she's owed, and not only give it to her, but give it to everybody else on the show. Because it makes no sense for their show to be that successful and nobody gets paid from it, not even in syndication. Only the producers get paid, but not the talent, when the talent is what brings the show out. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the talent is what makes the show what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, why y'all playing with these folks and they money like that? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why y'all playing with these folks and they money like that? That's all I'm saying about the situation. So yeah, give them folks their money. Pay them. They deserve it. The Parkers was a phenomenon. Like, one of the most funniest shows from my childhood. Like, and I'm talking about like childhood, like I'm talking about like later on in my childhood. Like, it was that type of thing. Like, I don't understand why anybody would think that they shouldn't get paid. What make you think they're not owed anything? You know what I mean? Like, what make you think that? So no, absolutely not. Give them their money. You know, give them what they deserve, what they're owed. And I'm down with Monique on that. 100% I am down with her on that. They need to get paid, and that's just what it is. So we're gonna move on to the very next thing. And the very next thing is Miss Kandi Burruss and Marlo Hampton, honey. Now, B. Scott is one of the many guest hosts on the Breakfast Club, and he spilled some tea about this upcoming feud between Kandi Burruss and Marlo Hampton, and they said that it's low graded beef. Like, they're going in on each other with this situation. So we're gonna sit here and we're gonna listen to what B. Scott had to say about it on the Breakfast Club, and we're gonna continue on with the stories. Let's go.
The last 3 years, we had exclusively on lovebscott.com the new trailer for Housewives of Atlanta. And this year, it is explosive, okay? Mm-hmm. Anytime you hear Kandi go, you know she's upset.
Well, I told you black people love making sound.
So Kandi does. And I love Kandi. I love you, Kandi. Don't do it. So basically what happened was Marlo brought up the shooting that happened at Kandi's restaurant. Mm-hmm. Kandi got upset, went into the and then said, brought up Marlo's history, criminal history, and the fact she slashed a girl in the face who later committed suicide.
Damn.
They got real low.
And then Deepak Chopra came in. Was that Deepak Chopra? I heard somebody on that.
Yeah, somebody was talking about healing.
I mean, that was just like, I think they were just having a moment to kind of recenter themselves.
Right.
The other component of this is that in Portugal, they had your group trip, and there is a recording. So one housewife recorded another housewife having discussion about that housewife kissing another woman on the show. So there it is.
You don't understand that, because
I've never heard any of this.
I watched the Housewives franchise. I
don't watch the show, but I took a sip of that tea and I was like, give me another sip. It sounded good.
Not before we go. Earlier you were telling about 2 people had you blocked.
2 people that got me blocked, and you were telling me that one of them called today to try to come back on the show. Nene.
Yeah, one of them was here in town this week and wanted to host, but
And let me just say this. I want to say this for the record. Nene is the all-time funniest housewife.
Absolutely.
She has the comedic quality that no one else has.
Of course.
We are also, regardless of whether she said so or not, we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
So how it got started was she got on the show, even though I've known Nene the longest, we are friends. I've hung out with her so many times. She said we weren't friends on the show. So by the time the information got to me that she was fired, I said, run the hell out of it. And then when I did, she blocked me.
So you're not friends anymore?
No. Well, I still have love for her. She was not wrong about Bravo. She went about it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got to say.
So when's the last time you spoke to Nene?
Years now.
Damn it, man.
That don't sound like y'all friends.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like
and
your
then
friends.
the other one is Portia. She blocked me because I put out the exclusive about how she got her peach cobbled by Bolo.
Got her what?
Her peach cobbled by
peach cobbled.
her.
What?
She
what's name? Smashed.
got it in, smashed, cobbled.
Got it.
I thought you were saying peach cobbler. Yeah,
peach cobbler.
You don't got to hit dump for that.
See that?
You almost hit the dump. You ain't got to hit the dump for that. He almost hit his finger on the dump pass.
But I got love for Nene and Portia, and they should unblock me. And I would love to have them both back on Housewives of Atlanta.
You should speak to Nene.
I should.
And Portia.
And Portia. Portia.
Nene's in town.
And if I had slept with Bolo, I would just say, yeah, I did it. Portia should have owned it. She's so honest with things.
Who's Bolo?
Bolo's the stripper. The hung stripper.
Oh, the stripper from like 3
I think his
seasons.
name is Bolo. Ain't his name Bolo?
I think they done switched out the tea. I was drinking one kind of tea. I think y'all just switched it up.
So Bolo was a couple of years ago. Remember there was the rumor that the stripper came, everybody was drunk.
Okay, all that don't really have nothing else to do with nothing else. But yes, that was the tea that B Scott put out there about Kandi and Marlo's feud this season. And baby, I cannot wait to see it. And I can't wait to see Kandi give Marlo the business because somebody needs to. I'm sick of Marlo. I'm sick of her, and I already know that I'm going to be dragging her the entire damn season. I know I am. So if you like Marlo, your best bet is not to watch my stuff now because she gonna get drugged. I'm tired of Marlo, been tired of her. Now the next thing and the last thing here is Khia. Khia. She sat up here and she drugged the living daylights out of Lunnell. She really did. She drug her to pieces, straight up drug her to pieces. Okay, so. Let me see where we at now. Okay, so let's listen in on what Khia had to say about Miss Lunnell. Khia, please don't strike me, child. Somebody sent me this, so please don't. But this is what she had to say. I got this. Shout out to one of my biggest supporters for sending me this. It was on Twitter. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. This thing was never even playing to begin with. I forgot I didn't share it. That's why y'all didn't hear it. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna have to cut that part out. I know I am. Oh, I'm so irritated. Ugh. All right, you guys. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let's listen at Khia dragging Miss Lunnell, honey. Let's go ahead.
As are in order now, Lunnell girl. Lunnell. So this what you've been doing on OnlyFans, girl. Bathing in a little ass tub in dirty water with a dirty ass dish rag. The rag that you stopped the tub up with, making faces looking worse than Kandi, girl. Y'all hoes ain't got no goddamn sex appeal. Do I need to give y'all hoes a class? Monique would never. Now, Lunnell, girl, you know your big snuffleupagus looking ass done crossed the line. We the people still trying to figure out how you got your big ass in that little ass tub, girl. Who helped you in there? Where's your medical check? Child, where is the soap and the bubbles, gag? Go to child. Your grandchildren should be taking care of you. A paying you not to pull these kind of stunts you've been pulling on. What the hell going on with you, Lunnell? Comedy shows ain't selling. Child, sitting in that dirty ass tub knowing damn well you need help to get out of there. Child, I hope you put some bleach and baking soda in there. That water was gray as fuck. Ash. Looking like the Chinese pedicure bowl water. Apple cider vinegar in there, something, child. Who the fuck turned on by snuffleupagus? Child, big ass manatee splashing the kiddie pool. Lunnell, girl, no, it's a fuck no. Yeah, go. You know you need a chair, Miss Mary, a power chair like Miss Mary and her scooter. I almost threw up in my mouth. Who the fuck helping you in and out of that tiny tub with your big ass? Gag or the Lunnell, girl. This what you been doing on OnlyFans? Knowing your walrus looking ass indeed to be in a whirlpool hot tub big as a motherfucking pool at the YMCA. Not no FHA housing authority tub. Gag or when you book a flight, you need 2 seats. You know you need a bigger tub, bitch. What's going on? The child. Now the fire marshal got to cut your big ass out that tub, titties long as I-20. Ain't even no nipples in sight. They gonna suck on old bad body assholes going wild. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Lunnell. I know your daughter is. Rihanna done sent you that fatty and you done lost your fucking mind. Titties is long, hanging down to your asshole. We the people did not need to see all of that Lunnell first thing in the morning with your rusty ass gag. Go the bitch, the water was gray and dirty as fuck. Not one bubble. Get your stinking ass out there, tub snuffleupagus. If we want to see a hippo babe, we would have went to the zoo. And child looking like a Florida manatee, making them ugly ass faces and sounds like that shit was sexy, bitch. It was not. You know what? I done seen it all. It's a hard fucking no for us. You couldn't even roll over, you big burly snuffleupagus. This is the case of titties to the toes. Let's talk about the order. Word on the curb, Lunnell was spotted out here in these streets, butt naked as hell, looking like snuffleupagus in the project tub, titties to her toes, bathing some dirty ass bath water on the, you know, on the book. She wasn't even on OnlyFans for clicks and views with no bubbles or cowgirl to take her big ass away. Just some dirty ass motherfucking dishwater and a manatee. And the people are throwing up. The child, I done seen it all. Old ass great grandmammas getting used as cum rags. Gag go to fucking your old wrinkle ass up like a stuffed teddy bear giving you weed for some old pussy in the meal. Who fucking Lunnell? Sure, no deal. Advertising them long ass titties. Bitch, you is thirsty as fuck. That's what happened when you get 65. Your pussy, what's going on in there? We the people say you need to put on your moo-moo. Gag go and sit the fuck down somewhere, child. I know your back about to give out on you, Lunnell. We the people say no fucking ma'am. We don't want to see no more of this shit ever again. Lunnell, we the people find you guilty of being a big, fat, dirty, snuffleupagus ass freak that don't nobody want to fuck. We the people find you guilty of being a fat old dumb bitch that's doing free porn on the book. There ain't nobody checking for you on OnlyFans, child. You best go write some comedy or call me to write something for you. If this old dirty porn isn't working, we the people order you to be drowned. Gag order. Let's start right there. And that same bathtub full of dirty water until all the bubbles is gone. Ooh, they already gonna drown this bitch and bury her in the backyard in that
Listen, okay, listen. That was some funny ass shit. And you know, normally I really don't be I normally don't be effing with Khia like that because I be thinking that a lot of her reads and her gags be really too much for me, honestly. But at the end of it all, I will say this. I will say this though, okay? Lunnell, I don't know. I would say this. I don't know why Lunnell do the things that she do. I really don't. But at the same point in time, to me, it's like, girl, bye. Like, I don't know why she be doing that. And it's like, why? But I guess she really don't be giving a damn about what nobody got to say about her. So that's why she do it. I guess we could give her kudos for that. But girl, like, why do you do that to yourself? And does anybody else, like, is anybody else seeing what all I gotta say is that Khia read her down, and I'm not mad about it, like at all, because you should not be on OnlyFans doing all that crazy ass shit, and then thinking somebody's supposed to like. Lunnell is just disgusting to me though. She always has been like she ain't even all that funny to me. I don't know why she do that, and I don't know why she thought anybody would want to be looking at that anyway. But whatever. But With that being said, you guys, this was today's Yes for the Mess, okay? Okay, so be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on that notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. If you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my IG, and my TikTok will be down below in the description box. With that being said, you guys, your boy is up out here. Until my next video, I will talk to you guys a little bit later. Rest in peace to my girl, Danita. And while you guys are in the chat, be sure to leave blue hearts in the chat. Goodbye, y'all. Bye.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Tremel. I just wanted to say that I have a new project that's out. It's called Mixed Feelings. It's on all streaming platforms. I would hope that you would go and check it out. It's a really good feel of an album. It's got everything you need and more. It's got R&B, it's got a little bit of pop, it's got a little bit of hip hop. It's everything that you need and more. It's out all streaming platforms, like I said. Please check me out, and you can also follow me at IAM_Tremel. That's IAM_TRAMEL. Check me out. Hope to hear from you.